Getting ready to celebrate a holiday and have a narcissist in your life, it may not look like you'd expect. Hi, I'm Keisha Sharp, Coach K, and I'm teaching you to deal with change in your life, love, and your career. Talking about relationships and dealing with change. So if you are involved with a narcissist, related to a narcissist, or in relationship with a narcissist in any way, don't be surprised if your holiday doesn't look like everyone else's. Here's what I mean. Narcissists thrive on division. They thrive on a phenomenon known as triangulation, in which they pit one person against the other, and they're at the center of everything. You're on this side, the other person is on the other side, and they sit in the center. And normally, you and that other person are not going to be in direct contact with each other, and there will be mixed messages there. You getting my point with that? In other words, it creates division if you're not going to talk to them directly. Narcissists are experts at creating division and separation because it's an opportunity for them in their own minds to maintain control, which is another key to their relating to people. They want to be in control. So if your holiday is not as you'd planned, or maybe even they forgot to invite you. We'll say forgot. Maybe they pretended to forget to invite you to someplace. Maybe they are having a dinner and they've just conveniently left you out of it. Or maybe they let you know, but it was at the last second in which you could not turn around and be a part of it because you didn't have enough notice. Or maybe they've invited someone who's close to you. And in inviting the person who's close to you, they understand that that could possibly annoy you or anger you as well. Your life, holidays, regular family life with a narcissist can be crazy making. My encouragement for you is to hang in there, and instead of looking to the narcissist to celebrate with you, to help create family traditions with you, no, you've got to create your own, and you've got to be okay doing it alone. Maybe they'll turn around and join and see the light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe not. Either way, it's not something that you're going to be concerned about. You're going to have to be strong in that arena. Because again, life with a narcissist is going to be a bit of crazy making, especially around times like this, especially if they know that it's important for you to celebrate the holidays. There will always be a catch. It'll always be a hindrance. And normally, they're not going to do it because the holidays normally are gonna focus on other people. They have to look outside of themselves. Normally, that's something that narcissists struggle with. So I just wanted to give you that encouraging word that they can't do that. And it's not that they can't, they're unwilling to do it because it takes the attention off of them. And for those of you who've been in a relationship with one, maybe you understand now the crazy that you've been experiencing. A narcissist is incapable of looking outside of themselves. And maybe the better word is unwilling, because they are capable. They just choose not to. Because everything centers around their own world. That it orbits around this, just like this. So be encouraged, but understand you're dealing with a personality that is very challenging and very resistant to change. I don't care if you're hearing this now. I don't care if it's 6 p.m. tonight. I don't care if it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't care if it's 2 or 3 days later. Whether it's a holiday, whether it's a weekend, whether it is a special day, if that person that you're in relationship with doesn't want to include you, if they don't want to acknowledge you, even if it's your birthday, you celebrate you. You take you out. You cook you or buy you a special dinner, and stop placing your happiness in the hands of someone else, particularly a person who has narcissistic tendencies. I want to be a little mindful of just tossing that word around because it does take an official diagnosis, but there are plenty of people who exude narcissistic tendencies, or who have narcissistic tendencies, or just very self-centered tendencies. So if you're in a relationship with someone like that, I want to remind you, celebrate yourself and don't wait for anyone else to do it, because a lot of times the narcissist or a person who has those tendencies looks for an opportunity like this to make you feel bad or to intentionally slight you. Is kind of what they do. I hate to say that. And so what do? You, again, take the focus and put it back on yourself. I'm talking about in a very healthy way, but focus on you. Focus on just, if you want to celebrate with your family, celebrate with your family. If you want to celebrate with the kids and you and the kids want to do something and the husband or wife doesn't want to do something, then you go ahead and do that. And if they want to join you, extend the invitation. If they join, great. If they don't, great. Well, hey, we're going out to the park and we're going to go and do an Easter egg hunt. We're going to, do some crafts down in the basement. You're welcome to join us. If not, no worries. Start taking your power back. That's the message. And I may have taken a long time to get to it, but these are real things that we deal with, y'all. In relationships, family, dating, marital relationships, work relationships. These are real issues that no one wants to talk about. But you know what? I choose to do better and be better because someone needs to say it. We need to say the hard things, because if we don't get anywhere. So be blessed. And I just wanted to encourage you today and talk about some things that are hard and are not pretty. And guess what? I'm going to continue to do it. We're not all going to be on here singing Kumbaya. And we've got some real life issues that are dealing with us. And I count it my responsibility that if I know of this, I've dealt with clients who have dealt with this. And if I know, and if I have seen them come out of this, or if I've seen them deal with it, it's my responsibility not to tell you who they are specifically. I'm very confidential. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is I've seen people deal with these things, and I've seen people successfully turn it into something positive. And that's what I encourage you to do. Turn it into something positive, okay? Have a great day. I love y'all. Bye.